Welcome back to Man of Thoughts, the only channel brave enough to explore the unsettling truths lurking beneath the surface of human interaction. Tonight we delve into the shadowy realm of respect. Forget those saccharine self-help platitudes. We're going deeper, darker. We're talking about commanding respect, bending it to your will. Because out there in the stark digital glow of our modern world, respect isn't given, it's taken. And trust me, once you've tasted the power of genuine respect, you'll never settle for anything less. Over the next 10 points, we'll dissect the art of acquiring respect using a blend of psychological tactics and, let's say, unconventional wisdom. Buckle up, because this is going to get uncomfortable. Ever notice how the world treats you like an instruction manual open to interpretation? That's where boundaries come in. Think of them as the terms and conditions of your existence. Someone keeps borrowing your ideas at work. A gentle soul might let it slide. But you're not a gentle soul. You confront them with a calm demeanor. The look on their face, priceless. The newfound respect, even better. Boundaries are about self-preservation. Assertiveness. Not to be confused with aggression, mind you. Aggression is clumsy, obvious. Assertiveness is a scalpel, precise, capable of inflicting maximum psychological damage with minimal effort. Imagine this, you're in a meeting, surrounded by corporate drones, and someone interrupts you, their voice dripping with condescension. Do you cower? Do you politely wait your turn like a good little sheep? No. You meet their gaze with a glacial stare and utter a simple phrase laced with just the right amount of venom. I wasn't quite finished. The room falls silent. Your interrupter shrinks back, suddenly aware of their own mortality. That, my friends, is the sweet, intoxicating taste of power. Let's be clear, respect isn't a gift, it's a currency. And sometimes, you have to collect on a debt. Imagine a scenario. You're dealing with a particularly obstinate customer service representative, the kind who gets off on their meager power trip. They're stonewalling you, ignoring your requests, basically treating you like an annoyance. This is where you flip the script. You remain calm, unnervingly so, and with a voice like ice cracking, you utter the words, "I expect to be treated with respect." The effect is instantaneous. Their facade crumbles. They realize they've misjudged you, and suddenly they're falling over themselves to assist you. Why? Because you've shown them the consequences of disrespect, and it's a language everyone understands. Chapter 4. The body speaks volumes. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. Well, body language is the neon sign flashing your intentions. Picture this. You're walking down the street and someone tries to intimidate you, maybe blocking your path with a sneer. Do you cower? Do you shrink away? No. You stand tall, shoulders squared, chin slightly raised. You meet their gaze, not with aggression, but with an unwavering intensity that says, "I'm not the one to mess with." More often than not, that's all it takes. They back down, intimidated by your silent power, because real power doesn't need to shout, it radiates. Silence is golden unless you're being silenced. We live in a world that glorifies the loud, the brash, the obnoxious. But sometimes the most powerful weapon is your voice. Imagine this. You're in a social situation and someone makes light of something you hold dear. There's a flicker of steel in your eyes. You speak up, calm but firm, and shut them down. The laughter dies in their throats. True respect comes from making yourself heard. Chapter 6, The Calm Before the Storm, of Respect. Ever notice how anger is often a mask for insecurity? It's true. When someone tries to bait you with disrespect, the greatest weapon you can wield is your composure. Imagine this, you're in an argument, and the other person is losing their cool, their voice rising, their face turning an interesting shade of puce. Do you stoop to their level? Do you engage in a shouting match? Never. You remain calm, almost eerily so, and watch as their anger turns to confusion, then fear, because they can sense that you're not just winning the argument, you're dismantling their entire sense of self. And that, my friends, is how you win the war. Respect isn't a one-time transaction, it's an investment. And like any good investor, You need to be consistent. Imagine this. You've established your boundaries, you've asserted yourself, and people are starting to get the message, but then you slip up. You let someone cross a line just once. The effect is immediate. They sense weakness, and like sharks drawn to blood, they circle back, testing your resolve. This is why consistency is crucial. You need to be a monolith of self-respect, unwavering, unyielding. It's exhausting, sure, but the alternative is far worse, becoming another doormat for the world to walk all over. Chapter 8. You are a vintage wine, not discount vinegar. We live in a world obsessed with self-deprecation, downplaying our achievements. This is a mistake. You are a masterpiece, a unique work of art. Never forget that. Recognize your worth. It shines outward, illuminating the world with your brilliance. Believe it, and the world will follow suit. Chapter 9. Pruning the poisonous vines. Let's face it, the world is full of toxic people, energy vampires who drain your joy and leave you feeling like a husk of your former self. Your time is precious, far too valuable to waste on these emotional parasites. Imagine this. You're surrounded by people who constantly bring you down, who gossip, who belittle, who suck the very life force from your being. And then you make a choice. You walk away. You cut them out of your life like a surgeon excising a tumor. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Because true respect begins with respecting yourself enough to walk away from anything that diminishes you. Chapter 10. Become the nightmare you wish to see in the world. Gandhi said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." But let's be honest, Gandhi never had to deal with internet trolls or aggressive drivers. Sometimes you need to be a little more persuasive. You step in, you defend the defenseless. You become the champion of the downtrodden. And in doing so, you inspire respect from those you've protected and those who witnessed your actions. Outro, a world ripe for the taking. So there you have it, 10 deliciously dark tips to help you navigate the treacherous waters of human interaction. Remember, respect isn't about being liked. It's about commanding admiration, even if it's laced with a healthy dose of fear. Embrace the darkness. Hone your psychological weaponry, and watch as the world bends to your will. Because out there, in the digital wasteland, only the strong survive. And if you want to delve deeper into the shadowy recesses of the human psyche, be sure to subscribe to Man of Thoughts for more unsettling insights. Until next time, sleep well if you can.